devil is that? Here we go. They say twist it haphazardly, but I had to beat the game once to get this code, which is part of the reason I couldn't get the best ending on the first go. Small chain resting in a velvet-lined cavity.
Hey.
Necklace used to sit here. It looks like somebody took the ornament and left the chain locked into place. I have a solid guess. You're the only one here who could reliably identify the necklace, isn't that right? Mr. Prattle, Judge Boasting, Servant Chatters. So the real question should be apparent. Solid, small, black stone.
Hey.
Hours ago, somebody on the estate has it. Someone stole the stone, wrote the word on the collar, and left it for the professor to find. Collar's breaking. I can't keep it. Maybe the word isn't meant to exist without the stone. Whoever has the stone used this collar as a red herring. Okay. One last mystery, it seems. And I have a very, very strong suspicion I know who it is. No stone left.
Oh.
Wish I would have arrived earlier. Would have looked around, but by the time I showed up, Mr. Boasting and General Standoff were already here. Why couldn't I? Why must I have from Shashley? And I'm deliberately talking to the person who I know is the wrong one. I mean, who I knew was the right one. My dear sweet judge. My dear, dear sweet judge. Wait, what? I know it's you! What's my... Wait, what achievement am I missing? Activate every special event? Did I miss a special event? Did I miss a special event? Completion, 100%. Special events 40 out of 41. What special event did I miss? Oh dear, oh no, 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 no. What special event could I have missed? I don't... I have missed. I have... Dang it. I missed something somewhere. I guess if I want 100% achievements, I'm gonna have to do this whole thing over again.
Hmm? Hmm? Hmm?
There it is! Alright. Only one thing left now. Alright. Stretch. Here we go. Now let's get the actual ending. Yes, hello. William says you've been snooping around the estate like a detective. William, however, is quite a bit snoopier. So then, he knows. Yes, it's quite obvious and embarrassing. Found a secret room with a portrait of me and my long-deceased cat, Harper. It's very dear to me, you understand. I rarely talk about him. Oh, you just mean portrait? You left the door open. Everyone in the estate knows about it now. Extremely senseless of you. Okay, is that why you hid it behind the bookshelf? Miss Gossip, I have no idea who put that there, nor can I fathom the purpose it serves. Maybe Miss Seymour had a thing for me. I am, after all, just as handsome as I am smart, as you've no doubt noticed. Calm yourself, Miss Gossip. We have no time for that, plus it would be inappropriate. You see, there's a secret I must reveal dramatically. And what's that? You and I share a common interest. We're both from Gossip House. So you finally show your true colors. Don't be surprised. Gossip House has always been known for its engineers. Inventive minds run in our bluish blood. But have we met before? Once, when you were very young. You see, I'm your first cousin once removed. When Gossip House fell, a few of us that were left had to move on to new professions. So I joined the armed forces under a false name. The world is made of many strings, pulling here, snipping there, and before you know it, you have a new identity. After several decades, I managed to create Chatter's House with only one person. Me, a Grand Professor Chet Tatters. I shed my rank, honorary status, and tinkered under the government's employ. That is indeed a feat. I've had to live with the stigma of the Gossip name all throughout my career as a photographer. Yes, but you were a babe when the Gossip went defunct. You didn't have to watch it crumble like I did. My entire life was... What is exactly your point, Professor? What exactly do you accomplish with me here? The mouth is funding Chatter's House. St. Lauden's military is relying on this invention to win future wars. Once it's complete, what becomes of me? You see, I'm no fool. But I hand this invention over to the military, there's nothing stopping them using it against me. I'll be stripped of my house. That's a very good point. I have no doubt about it. You have no use for single-person houses. That is why I need the word. I need protection. If I have that word, I can sell my creation and remain free to do as I wish. This doesn't excuse you from using your machine on helpless victim. Helpless, maybe, but I needed them to aid me in finding the word. They all had connections with Mrs. Seymour before she left. Her son, Master Seymour, is an obvious choice. So is Private Prattle's mother, Galore Prattle. Mr. McCall was once a popular boxer. Mrs. Seymour was known to frequent his matches. Rumors said she smoked with McCall after a match the day before she ran off. It might be a loose end, but I'll have to take it. And what of General Shandoff? What good is having an officer attend your manipulative display? Miss Gossip, the military condoned this party. They sent General Shandoff to see how the mouth affected our soldiers. Looks like we have company. Well, Professor, I finally managed to worm my way through your door. That servant of yours was no match for my wit. Mrs. Prattle, he was instructed to let you in. You're as low a threat to me as a gnat on an elephant. But I did mean to have a discussion. Did you mean to ask her about the word? I have no other agenda at this point. She will submit to me and give me every detail of her son's departure. Maybe there's a detail I overlooked. Don't you talk to me as if I'm not standing right here. You have single-handedly destroyed the reputation of my son and my house, you cad! You may as well let her alone. Your experiments are over with. I'm stopping them. You certainly have grown some confidence. I've never lacked confidence, Professor Shatters, and now I don't lack ability either. What are you implying? Mrs. Prattle, you're no longer needed in this room. Please see yourself out and live with the others.
Yeah.
You think I'll simply back away? Ha! You must be kidding yourself, Miss Gossip. I refuse to leave. I plan to head out as well. I think we should both exit together. The professor won't respect our company until he's ready anyhow. After you. Fine, but I insist you exit first, after you. No, after you, Miss Prattle. But surely, you first, Miss Gossip. Allow me the honor of following your lead. I'll see you outside in a moment. Mingle with the others until they arrive. Well, if you insist. I'm not done with the chatters. But now I shall enjoy having some company over another glass of Harvingdale. You found the word, haven't you? Indeed I have. And once I gained control of it, all of your suggestions and commands slipped from me like a heavy blanket of lies. I see it's not only empowered you, but it has also improved your use of imagery. Fascinating. The delicious selection of vocabulary was all me, Professor. I don't need the last word to be stylish. But I do need it to gather the others and retreat. We no longer have business here. I'm willing to let you continue however you like, all alone. I don't suppose I could persuade you to let me handle it for a few moments. I appreciate the effort, but no. We're leaving, and there's nothing you can do about it. Seems to be the case, doesn't it? What a shame. Right, Miss Scholarship, proceed to the exit and properly home. Oh, after you. But surely. No, after you. But surely. Well, Miss Scholarship, made a grievous error in letting me keep control of my brilliant, perfect invention. You could have joined me as a chatters and enjoyed the luxuries of a proper house once more, but you're too stubborn. What in the heavens is he talking about, Miss Scholarship? What were you discussing in there? The rest of you may be asking what exactly I'm talking about, but that's of no importance. You will be handled in short order. As for you, Miss Scholarship, you shall taste the infinite powers of the mouth. This is the true test. Science versus nature. So long as I have my one-way talking device, you can never win. I don't think so, Professor. Your mechanical trickery doesn't work on someone who always has the last word. Nonsense! This machine was designed to have the last word. What if I'm not king of the apes? Did Miss Scholarship just respond to that chivious fool's godless hunk of metal? Oh, wowzers. Wait a minute. Did I just hear... Where did that audio come from? From me, Professor. From you? Out there? What kind of a marvel is this? How can your shrill, terrifying voice be coming through my beautiful machine? Legends prove true, or at least true enough. It has capabilities beyond your fathoming, and well beyond your research. Astounding. I had no way to anticipate the depths of its effectiveness.
Yo.
Someone please tell me what they mean by all this drivel. Remain composed, Mr. McCall. We're all clueless. Science is decency. I agree with Mr. McCall. We deserve to be acknowledged at the very least. I believe if we stay settled, we can... Enough squawking! This is too juicy to miss. I must rescind my previous congeniality. My trust has been evaporated. Your attempt to restrict us epitomizes bad form. It is foul behavior and unbecoming of a man of your status. And unbefitting of a host, I say. I can handle this, Mr. Posting. But yes, he has a point. Your hosting abilities leave much to be desired. I no longer intend to let you keep playing with your toys. Quite bold, aren't we? You've proven nothing except that your voice echoes through walls. Hold your tongue. Nobody steps one foot from this property, and that's that. I vividly suggest heeding his commands. I will not be ordered any longer. Back down, Professor. After you, Miss Scholarship. Alright. That's my first tip. My first little accident trip up. Making his frustration a little bit higher, I think. Now, this is the time to muse. This will be my second hit. Yep, there's my second hit off the collar. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Slightly Oblivious. Have a good one yourself. Sorry I missed your message.
Lausanu.
Alright, let's get the position back. Circle. Square. Vert. Square, square. Third hit. Not having a good match, am I? Square. Our movement civilized. Got you. That should be all the momentum I need now. square. Try your best, but I think I finally got the win.
Lousy Newt.
Just had to persist until I got my resources up. Oof. And one last subtle gesture of the tongue. My diction was remarkable. Rather unexpected.
You can say that again, my dear. Quite the spectacle. Although the boy tie is a bit much.
Wait until my husband hears about this. He'll never believe all the horrors I've witnessed.
Well, at least the wine was good, eh? Let's say we've had a fine evening and see ourselves out, Mr. McCall.
Not so fast, ladies and gentlemen. We're not quite finished.
What do you mean, Miss Gossip? Have you made plans for a brunch tomorrow?
I can't say I enjoy suffering this company through brunch, but fine home estate has some of the finest chefs you'd ever need. Suppose if a brunch is ordered, I'm obligated to act as host.
You must be mad, Mrs. Prattle. The Boastings have not only the finest brunches, but the finest hosting abilities in St. Lauden. It's just as the ancient adage says, you get best at boasting and hosting.
Please be reasonable for a moment. Having brunch at the McCall estate. Listen, no one's having brunch.
Can't stand between a boasting and his brunch, Miss Gossip. I wouldn't suggest you try.
I think what she means is that she has something to say that doesn't involve brunch. Thank you, Seymour. That's exactly right. The professor confided in me his secret task. In short, he was looking for an object that Mrs. Seymour left here at Summerhouse. Based on what I've discovered, the object had remained here, hidden, since Mrs. Seymour left. Tonight, however, went missing. The professor hadn't found this object himself. How could anyone have known it was missing tonight? Why not yesterday? I'll be the one asking the questions, General. This is the first house party Professor Chatters has held since he officially moved in. Furthermore, the hiding place had fresh marks in the dust. The professor and his servant have been searching high and low to no avail. We were all invited to shed light on their research. There are all solid indicators that the item in question was stolen today, not any day before. You just answered my question. I'll be the one pointing out the obvious, General. As I was saying, one of you has done what Professor Chatters has been trying to do for years. One of you discovered the piece of plain jewelry that Mrs. Seymour's neck, and one of you has taken it for yourself. That person is... none other than Mr. Chaff Boasting.
Oh, me? On what grounds?
Like I said before, the professor was looking for a necklace. Everyone here was invited to help with that.
Even you?
Well, no, everyone but. I was invited for a totally different... Don't interrupt me, please. Each of you has a purpose here, I should say. Except for you, Mr. Boasting. The professor never mentioned why you were invited.
That's quite easy, Mrs. Gossip. I wasn't invited.
You weren't? And how did you get past the servant?
Can't have a proper posting without boasting. Took me only a few moments to remind the servant of this truth.
So you forced your way into the property, then searched around. It must not have been hard finding the secret key. Been here before.
I've been here dozens of times, if not hundreds. General Sizemore and I got on well enough.
Not to mention that you helped mediate between the general and his favorite artist, Vera Boasting. You knew my family enough to have taken notice of my mother's necklace. Maybe the strange occurrences that came with it.
We Boastings have keen eyes.
After pilfering the stone from the necklace, you set up a red herring for the professor and servant to find. The mislabeled Muse collar. Name on the collar was Harper, Professor's old dead cat. If they'd noticed that name, they would have been distracted for sure. But Whitty found it instead.
Yes, I noticed the collar was missing from Muse fairy nut. Wasn't certain who took it. Not until the mouth was destroyed, that was.
So you admit the theft?
I haven't admitted anything. You still lack enough proof.
This all hinges on the secret, Harper. No one knows about his cat except the servant. And for very good reason. The professor hides his past. He's not a Chatters, he's from another house.
Oh my, is that true? Which one?
It's not important. What matters is that very few people know enough about his past to have made that collar. But Mr. Boasting knew. His daughter was approached to paint that portrait. The proof is in that secret home. The Boasting family knew of her.
Well, you have me. Although I'm letting it in this way because there's not much you can do about it. General Seymour sold the artifact from the military museum. He should have left it among the other treasures we rescued from other countries. I was an offer myself, you recall. I knew the stone was stolen, but didn't think much of it. Let the general have some rocks. Why not? I had bigger criminals to worry about, and better laws to uphold. Rocks meant nothing to me. It became quickly apparent that the Seymours were gaining power over the houses at an accelerated rate, so I watched and waited. I admit that it took me years for me to connect dots. How could a fable be true? A stone in a word? Absurd. Our boastings are smart. I found where Mrs. Seymour hid the necklace during her last party, but she was wearing the blasted thing, and then she ran out for good. But for certain she took it with her. When I heard rumors of this party, it occurred to me that I would have one last shot, so I took it.
I have a first question as well. What is it, Mr. McCall? I have no idea what you're talking about. I do. The gist of it is that Boasting has found an artifact that belongs to the military. As a retiree, he's obligated to hand it over. No, he found an object that belongs to the Seymour family. He's obligated to hand it over to Master Seymour and me.
You are all quite humorous, but I don't have the stone anymore. The power Mrs. Seymour held over the other houses was destructive and morally unsafe. As a judge, it is my duty to decide its fate. I took the stone to the washroom and flushed it.
You didn't?
I most certainly did. But I also found a bottle of wine while I was there. Double victory!
You wearing my mother's necklace?
I threw away a temptation. That artifact was as much a disturbance as the professor's demonic invention, if not more so. I have a moral responsibility to do what I think is right for St. Malden as bestowed upon me by the houses. I did what was right for her.
No. Back up a tad. What house is Chatters from? Never mind that, we need to retrieve that artifact. It's long gone by now, General, but if you'd like, my sister and I know a secret passage into the underground waterways. Search for it first thing tomorrow. Tomorrow? We have work to do now. Get a move on it, Mikol. Let's discuss this elsewhere. Sure know how to chase an adventure. I feel ignored.
No one is ignoring you, my dear lady. We're simply setting up business. But you and I go outside and enjoy the fine morning air.
Yeah.
Suppose that sounds agreeable.
I'll follow you up shortly.
So, that's it. Can't believe I was this close to having. Not so bad, Whitty. You saved us, you know. We're all free to go, and the mystery is solved.
Burden is lifted, Miss Gossip. By removing the stone from all possibilities, I've removed greed and temptation. All is normal now. I'll leave you both for now. Make sure your goodbyes before everyone rushes away.
Amazing. I can't believe everything the professor wanted was literally tossed down the drain. That explosion, are you alright? Of course, I've never felt better, although a small part of me worries I may have killed the man. Can't imagine it did much harm. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt you. I have never heard a more ridiculous rhyme in my life. You truly are ignorant, Seymour. Yeah, I'm sorry. It has me thinking. How would you feel about becoming a member of the Seymour house? Seymour, for the last time, we've only just met!
Hey.
No. I have to juggle some paperwork, but I'm not trying to be romantic. Seymour House has been a mess since Mother left it in my hands. It's on the decline, but you, even without the last word, you could help. Seymour House needs a strong master, and you a new house. It's a win-win. It's, wrong. Nothing's wrong, Seymour. For the first time since I've met you, you've made me truly speechless. Quite impressive, really. I'll have to think about it. You're unscathed? For the most part, physically at least. Heavens. Emotionally, I'm in a bad way. One could even say that I'm suffering from incurable anger. That can be a tad annoying. My psyche barely holds together. My only solace is that I've discovered the word. It exists as gloriously as I'd envisioned. I have experienced its awful force firsthand, and have lived to repeat the tale. But you knew mouth was no match. Always, my dear William. My invention didn't stand a chance from conception. Pride blinded me, perhaps. Some believe the properties of that stone hold our country into place, the progenitor of our basic laws of communication. How grand would it be to have my creation rival that of Mother Nature, to get the last word against the last word? I would be the first to applaud you, but your masterpiece would trap us here, the military barking at our threshold. Whereas before we could palm the mouth away and at least have our safety, now your ignorance has left us with nothing. Madness not to risk one final attempt at processing the stone. Should I have rested on my laurels? There's no alternative. You have other choices. There are less civil ways of solving such issues. They are often more effective. Chat.
Yes, so you said we discussed it to death. A true gentleman does not lower himself to whatever barbarisms you're implying.
Your aristocratic nature proves meaningless outside of this enriched world. St. Lauden must be boast of civility, but we commoners are far removed from the laws that line your cradles. Spoon. Whatever the news journalists may assert, St. Lauden is hardly the bastion of modernity. Filth lines the gutters, we grow brown with it, and in some way we all end up servants.
I may soon buckle to your point of view, William. This life of prestige flickers away like the embers of all my precious hard work. First Gorship House was taken from me, now Chatter's house. If the fates exist, they demand me elsewhere.
Beautifully said. I have a single tear welling up from the elegant monologue. A small tear, but no less dense with admiration. However, we must depart, and with haste.
True. No allies linger beyond our door. Rest well. Let us be off, then.
if anyone was wondering why, I have very explicitly marked this channel as not being, AAA aligned or hype new release aligned, or anyone's wondering why I try to provide a little bit more variety in following lists of people on Twitch. It's games like this. It's games like this that really explain why. It's brilliant, it's cheap, it's overlooked, it's amazing. And games like this go under the radars of so many people. This and the Eat are cheap. Exceedingly cheap. They're practically free if you take into account very most minor things, but they're masterful. They're wonderful, and I want to show games like this to people. I want to do so much more like this. And maybe I'll play AAA games that have been released for a while. Maybe I'll play a couple new releases here or there. Maybe I'll play a particularly popular group of one thing or another. But these are the games I live for. These are the games I want to draw attention to. When I get big and massive and big time companies want to come to me and say, we want to pay you to play our game, I'm going to say no if it's a AAA game. I'm going to say no if there's thousands of other streamers who can handle it. I want to find people like this. I want to find developers like this. And I want to say, please let me have a chance to play your game. I can't promise that I'll be praising of it, for no reason. You'll have to earn what I praise you for. But if you're confident and you want a completely honest review of someone going in blind, need games like this. Are you staying here, Seymour? I think I will. It's kind of nice to be back in my childhood home. Yes, but you don't own the estate anymore. The property still belongs to Chatter's house. My first task of today will be to send a letter to McCall House and see if there's some way to manipulate the paperwork. Professor's experiment destroyed, I see no reason why he'll want to keep living here. Look at you, making a plan all by yourself. Make the Seymours proud. What about you? Where are you going? We've been up all night. I have work in a few hours. Remember, I'm still a commoner. No rest for me. But my offer to join the Seymour house. You're going to have to give me more time to think than a few minutes. A lot of paths have opened up for me now. I'm not going to commit to anything until I've mulled over my priorities. That's sensible. Don't give me that face, Seymour. Your offer is currently my top prospect. Just handle this place until I get back to you. Yes, I will. Good. Mr. Boasting, I suppose it's time you left as well.
Oh yes, Miss Scholarship. I've worn out my Malcolm, and I'm sure we all have. I can tell by your tone that you haven't quite forgiven my behavior.
You stepped in between... You know what? It's not so bad. I still have what remains of the word within this collar. I'm armed well for my future.
How optimistic. Yes, I'm worried about that as well, but it shouldn't last much longer. I'll permit you to keep it.
Not that I'd allow you to take it. I plan to find a way to reinforce the nameplate. If not, transfer it completely. Not giving in so easily.
Try if you like, but the stone itself can hold on to such a natural energy. All you have is a fading echo.
How can you be so certain?
I have faith. Not even your godship ambition can overcome the laws of nature.
We'll see.
Hey.
I'm feeling awkward. I should step aside Good night, Seymour.
Good night, Biddy.
Well, Mr. Boasting, I haven't quite gotten over the loss of the stone, but there's no need to hold a grudge. We should be off.
Couldn't agree more.
After you.
It'd be my pleasure, Mrs. Gorsh.
Immune. Flushed it down my foot. Starship still has it. Ah. More games like this. Please. Hard but manageable achievements that can be discovered by a player. So you can 100% it even if you're not obsessed with the game. A wonderful story, great mechanics, an inventive world. Give me this. And I will be happy for the rest of my gaming life. And